Hi Leo, welcome to your Magic and Miracles reading with me, Melissa Joy. We are here to take a peek at what is going on now. Big Papa has been dazzling himself around. Take a little peek. If you are new to this channel, this is Big Papa, Big Daddy Saturn, and when he comes through, he makes magic happen. Now, the unique thing, pardon me, maybe he's going to shake your world up a little bit, but you know what? When you shake it, the sprinkles come out. So the thing that's been going through, although Cancer had a little bit of a different turn, is that there's something to give up in order to get what it is you desire, that magic. It's an exchange, kind of like when people do a magic routine, a ritual, a spell, or whatever. They're setting their mind on one thing, and they're putting forth that energy and that time and that investment there in order to have a return on it, okay? And usually if we look, our investment isn't the same as the return, right? The work and the reward are two different things, although the work should be rewarding. Now, with you, it was letting me know in meditation that your word is constancy, not consistency. Constancy is that enduring, eternal quality. And they're letting me know that certain things maybe go to your head or get to your head, or there's been this like history repeating itself in your life of maybe not gaining the lessons learned for whatever reason. It could be a familial trait coming through your family line to second guess yourself. Because here we have flashover, Gavura, and vertigo coming on in. Quite interesting, I find. You see that? So it's talking about you spending time worshiping yourself. And worship originally was the word worth-ship. Shipping meaning involving yourself in time with yourself. Okay, why? Because you are worth it. Whatever you find worth it is what you spend your time on. And Gavira is like, it's time to spend some time with you. Put the power on, put the connection on, turn on your heart light about yourself and get turned on about yourself, your passions, your desires. They're wanting to begin to inseminate you and do those beginning processes where the mind begins to pick up on the little traits they're talking about, the little undergirding nudges and nuances that begin to start formulating and moving inside you, kind of like when you want to cook and you begin to gather your ingredients and set them out so that when it starts, when you're ready to start, the process can move smoothly and as easily as possible and in a stepwise order so that then you get the just rewards. Now, vertigo over here is saying whatever you choose will be correct. That's the thing, is somewhere in your mind, there might have been this nudge to believe that there is a right or a wrong, or seeking confirmation outside of you. Now that is a step of wisdom and that is in mentorship, but they're saying there's this undergirding, overbiting thing in your family line of second guessing. Are you sure? Are you sure you should do that? How did that go last time for you? And it's always this like seed of suspicion, this seed of doubt, but it grows into a whole city and a fortress. Okay, friend? So being that constancy is an enduring quality that is never without. It's not just each day, it's each moment, it's each measure, but it is a true connection to yourself. Okay, so let's get a little bit of backstory on this. We're going to step into some black and white. What is up at the top? This is what you seek in. So maybe some of you in love, you keep positioning yourself with a work order. All right. You're like, okay, this is what I'm gifted at. I'm great at coming alongside this person. I'm going to help these people. And it may not just be the person who goes in your bed. The lovers can show up in any like divine connection. It can also show up in soulmates and things and whatever else. So maybe towing the line, footing the bill, that type of thing. And it can be all energetic, but see, that's just as vastly important as well because it undermines your well-being and where you're going in life. Okay. So Queen of Pentacles is coming in here and I want to see what she has. It's interesting. We're right on it because my nose is firing up like crazy. So there's these bindings on the glory. It's like there are these expectations and limitations like, well, when I this, then I can that. If only this happens, then I'll that. It's conditional love and you've been giving this condition to yourself. When this happens, then I'll treat myself. When this occurs, then I'll know. And it's kind of like demanding proof. But they're saying the proof is in the pudding. Get the ingredients out. And the ingredients are in you. It's not in the world around you. It's not in the other people. They're talking about make magic with yourself first here. So, okay, fine. And then the 10 of Wands. It's like, off to a regular day at work. There's nothing for me. Because normally they're hunkered down or bent down under the weight of it like this. But this is you having grown so adapted and adjusted that of your life being skewed and being backwards. And it's kind of like letting everyone charge and get the goods, but not charging interest, okay? Not taking into account the time and the other nuances involved there. And it keeps putting you off on the way to your castle. It's like it reroutes you from home and you're never making it truly into your home. Now that's what's wild, is it's this spiciness. So maybe it is a fire sign, or maybe it is that passion or sex or things that turn you on, that you, maybe some Aries in your chart. So you could listen to Aries reading, Sagittarius or Leo, right? The other fires, and it gets you all caught up and you're just like swoon worthy. That's what I want. I want that feeling. But that's why they're saying you need to get into the love with yourself, the minutia, the little things, and those things aren't what turn you on. It's like all the little components of the car, but you don't have the key yet. So getting to know the mechanics of who you are. Okay, so with that, let's get some pearls here. And as we begin to speak of that, you start to open this door to the beauty that is in your yard. All right, when you look here, can you see that castle? But this is you. If you look closely, that road bypasses it. So it continues on carrying the load for others, but never taking you home. And the truth is, your heart is heavy and it is ready to go home. Why? Because hell has frozen over. Your home is an icicle, a popsicle. Love has grown cold. They're saying take it. So I'm going to set this over here, something to consider and look at. So what they're wanting you to do is to lay down that action of performing works in order to be loved. Okay? Being worthy of love. They don't even want to come apart. They're like so stuck. Anxiety contract. But that's the way I work. That's the way I'm used to. This is the way I'm wired. This is what feels natural. And it's not. See those stony, thorny walls? This is what is inside of your castle, friend. If you would go home into who you are, not the family lines, because these are adaptations, okay? This is survival mode. Maybe this is even ignorance of like, I know better, but, you know, or reasoning or excuses or whatever it is, that no one has truly known the way to it or the way through it or the way into it, whatever it is. So Big Papa's here to maybe stir up your spirit and your guides a little bit and to percolate the minutia of your mind, the little dust particles that you've been skipping over looking for the big woohoo. And they're like, in this case, they're saying the Devi is in the details, not the devil, okay? The Devi, the God, all right? Because see, this is what you're thinking that life is like. This is what it is, bringing in the justice, earning the justice, proving oneself over and over again, okay? But that causes a lot of headache and it leads to heartache, that question, that doubt, that sphere of introducing the doubt. Because once it's introduced, you've now contaminated the field, all right? And there will be weeds there where there once were none. This is what your castle actually looks like. And along with it came this, okay? That anxiety and contract is what knocked this out. But the funny thing is even in our missteps and whatever else is going on, life wants you to know that it's working and moving in your favor. And Big Papa says, and me especially, let them know, oh, look at there, that I am working in their favor. What? 2 thumbs up. Okay, kind of like the Senate race. Big Papa has extra votes. But here, ooh, and it's on. It's not just in their hand. Some of you, this may be a Capricorn, okay? Some of you, it may be more than just a man holding a heart. It's someone who's financially stable. So this might also be undermining your bottom dollar. But it also might be you stepping into the royalty. I mean, we did have the Queen of Pentacles over here, right? When you take these bindings and these limitations and these checkpoints and stop points that make it take forever, and the days just keep rolling by, and that is that expense that is incurring there to where you don't make it home, and it puts you in this stressed, stormy environment because you run dry, you run out. That could be some of what is going on here, and getting you into the everlasting love, because there's all these tropicals going on behind you. And they're talking about a divine resting place, because this 4 and this 5 is coming into the order of manifestation, in change, in power, in permission of oneself. I say choose you, Leo. Okay? So, anyways, if you enjoyed this, consider like, sharing, and subscribing. It is free as always. You could also leave your comments and compliments down below to me, to yourself, to anyone who has helped you along the way. Maybe even some revelations that came out of this reading. When you do that, you help others who stop on by, because there are those combing through the comments going, okay, am I the only one? And when we know we're not the only one, we begin to gather strength and the confidence. So you may want to check out the Cancerian reading, because it did have to do with that confidence coming on in here. But until then, I hope you stop back by, friend. I loved seeing you. Okay, bye.